My name is Lon Sheffield, and I can help you understand how I'm using a compost pile. I have 3 bins here, and these are inexpensive bins because I just use the existing cinder blocks to put around them, and some leftover construction material in the back. And as this bin gets full, I shovel it in there, and then I shovel it here, and then this is the last bin. And when I was cleaning up the garden this year, I put stuff in all of them. So you can't see much of a difference in them now, but this is where we put the kitchen waste, and then it partially decomposes, and then we put it in here, and then when it's all through decomposing, it's nice rich soil that plants like, and I put it in the garden. This is the garden. I've rototilled it, and after I put the compost on it, I also will get several bags of leaves and put them in the garden, and then I will rototill those in so the soil is not as thick and heavy for the plant roots. It's lighter so that the roots will be able to find nutrients, air, and water, and they can grow and support the plants, both physically supporting them and giving them the nutrients that they need so they can produce the vegetables that we enjoy. I got 9 straw bales and put them all in here, and then I put these trellises up, and then I grew some cantaloupe and some butternut squash and in them, and some other plants. And I had to put a little bit of dirt on them so that the seeds could grow. And then the roots went down inside the hay bales where the hay was deteriorating and got the nutrients, and were able to produce the fruit from the roots that were in the hay bales. I have harvested lots of cantaloupe and squash and put them in storage for we'll use them inside. And this cantaloupe was good. And I watered them with some plastic jugs that we got the milk in, and I put the water in there, and then I poked a hole in the bottom of it, the jug, and the water would come out slowly so it would soak down into the straw bale and not run away. Some of the plants I can put in the compost that don't have powdery mildew on them. This one behind you is a pallet, and I put some landscape fabric in it, and I grew lots of strawberries. And when the weather was cool in the spring, we got lots of strawberries. Then it got too hot for the strawberries to form. I got a couple of strawberries this fall, but not like the last spring. This is the kitchen composter, and when we cut our vegetables and fruits in the kitchen, we put the peelings and the cores in here, and then we empty this outside, and it deteriorates. The plastic bag is made out of cornstarch, and it will deteriorate too. This helps to collect all the things from the kitchen that will produce the nutrients that we need in the garden next year. In the compost, we have naturally occurring fungi and bacteria and bugs that kill and digest all of the garbage that's out there, and they make it into nutrients that are good for the plants so the plants can get the nutrients they need and grow. The pumpkin has a hard side to it, outside to it, and the squashes. So it's not going to let anything inside. So it will last a long time because it's not exposed to the air. But the peppers and the other fruits that I put in the compost will shrivel and become old and stink if I don't put some brown, good, clean brown stuff like leaves or straw. Leaves will crackle and become small, and the worms will eat the bad stuff, and then the other predators will also help process some of that, so it becomes good smelling and good dirt for the plants.